Assalamu alaikum and welcome to our fifth video of our first chapter, Playing with Numbers. In the last class we have seen how to solve some alphanumeric puzzles, and I have given you some homework on creating your own alphanumeric puzzles and then finding the value of letters. I have got some really interesting answers, and I am so surprised to look at the creativity that you all have shown in finding alphanumeric puzzles by your own. Moving on to our next topic in this chapter, it is called as divisibility and remainders. In simple words, we are learning division again. We have learned division already in 7th standard and classes before that. Here we are just going to learn it again so that it will be helpful to you in other chapters. As the name of the chapter is Playing with Numbers, it is like refreshing all the old concepts that you have learned in your previous classes, so that they will be helpful to you in the coming classes or in the coming chapters. Now, when I say, for example, divide 12 by 4. When I say divide 12 by 4, how do we divide this? We take 12 and we divide that by 4. So I know 4 3s are 12. So with 4, when I multiply 3, I'll get 12. So with this number, whatever I multiply here should be equal to this number. Equal to this number or lesser than this number. Sometimes we don't get the exact value. We'll see some examples like that as well. 4 3s are 12 and 12 minus 12 is 0. So what we'll be learning in the coming exercises, how to find quotient and remainder. So this part is called as quotient and this part is called as remainder, right? And there are names for other two parts also. The number that you are dividing, is called as dividend, and the number that is dividing this number is called as divisor. So when we do division, there are 4 things in it, or 4 elements: dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder. So always dividend and divisor will be given to us. Our work is to find what is the quotient and remainder. What is dividend? The number that is getting divided is called as dividend. The number that is dividing this number is called as divisor. And what we get on our right side is quotient, and whatever is remaining is called as remainder. Based on an example of division like this, let us move on to our next exercise, which is exercise number 1.3. So what we are supposed to do in this exercise is, I'll write down the heading for you. Find the quotient. For quotient, I will be representing with the letter capital Q, and remainder represented by capital R here, when the following numbers are divided by 13. This is the heading. We are supposed to find the quotient and remainder. They would have given us some numbers, and every time that number or the given number in the question should be divided by 13, and we should check what will be the quotient and remainder. To make this main simple, I have already written the table of 13 here, so that I can make use of the numbers directly without taking more time into the other steps. So our first question will be 8. So what we should do here is, they are asking us to divide 8 by 13. The number given here is 8. We are supposed to divide this number by 13 and check what are the quotient and remainder, right? So now 8, this number should be divided by 13. Now let us see the table of 13. So in the table of 13, which is the smallest number? 13 itself, right? Because 13 ones are 13. Is there any number that is smaller than 13 in this table? No. But when I see the question, 8 is smaller than 13. That's why 8 will not be divisible by 13. In that case, what we do is, we take 13 zeros are 0. So when I multiply 13 with 0, I'll get 0. Not only 13, when I multiply any number with 0, we'll get 0. Now 8 minus 0 is 8. Any number subtracted with 0 is the same number. These are some basics that you should know. So because 8 does not come in the table of 13 or is not a multiple of 13, that's why we'll have to take 13 zeros as 0 and 8 minus 0 will be 8. So for this problem, the quotient will be, this part is called as quotient, right? And this part is called as remainder. So for this problem, the quotient is 0 and the remainder is 8. Let us see one more. Question number 2 is 31. I am supposed to divide 31 from 13 again. 31 should be divided by 13. Let us see what closest number can we take. I have 13 ones are 13, 13 twos are 26, 13 threes are 39. Now I don't have 31 anywhere in the table, so I will not get 31 directly. What I should do is, now I should choose a number that is at least lesser than 31. So I can't choose 13 threes are 39 because 39 is greater than 31. Therefore I will have to choose 13 twos are 26. I will take 13 twos are 26. And how much is 31 minus 26? 5. Right? Therefore, for this problem, the quotient will be 2 and the remainder will be 5. You all have learned division earlier. This is just to refresh your memory. I will be giving few questions to you in this main itself, where you will have to divide the numbers by 13 and tell me in your homework about the quotient, what will you get in the quotient and remainder. So you can note down these questions as homework. Now question number 3 for your homework will be 44. Question number 4 will be 85 and question number 5 will be 1220. Try to divide these numbers by 13 and then tell me in homework what quotient and remainder did you get. In the next class we'll be solving our second main, and until then please don't forget to submit your homework. Thank you so much for watching the video.